You eat a lot of green things.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks to the most notable instances in which celebrities defended their co-stars against rude, awkward, or downright inappropriate interview questions and comments.
Are you or are you not? Izzy, honey, I don't know.
Girl, you changed just in the middle of that sentence.
Number 10. Josh Hutcherson. Back in August 2014, Hollywood was rocked by a hacking scandal that saw private pictures of several female celebrities being leaked online.
I think all that stuff is so ridiculous, and we're people too, man. We just want to live. We want to be normal people.
One of the biggest names affected was Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Lawrence. When asked about the leak in an interview with ET Canada, Lawrence's Hunger Games co-star, Josh Hutcherson, immediately came to her defense.
I hate the way that the world kind of views those sort of issues, and it's really truly not fair. I mean, we're actors. We didn't get into this because we wanted scandal.
Hutcherson slammed the scandal as ridiculous, saying that such a breach of privacy was totally unfair to her and the other victims. Having experienced a photo leak of his own the previous year, Hutcherson knew exactly how it felt and stressed that celebrities still have a right to privacy, even if they're in the public eye.
I started when I was 9 years old. She started when she was like 12. We didn't choose to have public scandal. We chose to become artists of acting, and I love making movies, and this is what I can do.
Number 9. Zoe Saldana. Today, she is one of Hollywood's highest-grossing actors, famous for starring in some of the biggest blockbusters of all time. But back in the day, Zoe Saldana got a major career boost acting opposite Britney Spears in the 2002 comedy drama Crossroads.
I look like her, you know? I have her eyes and her hands.
It's her loss, Luce.
Over a decade later, Saldana still had her former co-stars back when she appeared on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live. When a fan called in with a snarky question about a leaked recording of Spears singing without auto-tune, Saldana didn't miss a beat.
Have I heard one of her singles without?
They released a song recently without auto-tune.
Oh, okay. Well, that's mean.
She called out the question as mean, reminding everyone that many singers also use vocal enhancements. She went on to praise Spears for her humility, describing her as someone she deeply admires and respects.
And I do believe that people and children gravitate to good energy, and she's definitely an abundance of that.
Number 8. Tyler Perry. By the time Why Did I Get Married hit theaters, it had been 3 years since Janet Jackson's infamous wardrobe malfunction at the 2004 Super Bowl. Being her first film appearance in nearly a decade, Jackson seemed excited to talk about her experience on set.
Tyler and I have been wanting to work together for a while, so it was really nice getting together with him and with an ensemble cast and a piece, and we just had such a great time.
However, news anchor Mark S. Allen couldn't resist slipping in questions about the controversy. Jackson's co-star, Tyler Perry, immediately jumped in, deflecting the awkward questions and steering the conversation back to their film.
Not only that, Why Did I Get Married, when it opens on the 12th here, I think that people will see what a great actress she is.
Allen persisted though, forcing Perry to bluntly tell him to focus on the movie and drop the halftime show topic.
Is what bad? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing's bad, no. Well,
everything's great. We're here to talk about the movie. I just think that we should keep it to what we wanted to talk about.
This relentless grilling annoyed viewers, who bombarded Allen with over 19,000 emails condemning his behaviour. He eventually issued a public apology. Number 7. Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, it started
I thought I was
off,
the only person that gave it positive reviews.
It says that the movie's trash.
Oh.
But then it says...
Well, that's wrong.
2019's Captain Marvel made waves as the first female-led project in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But even before its release, the internet trolls were out on full force, flooding its online pages with thousands of negative comments.
I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
In 2023, Samuel L. Jackson, who starred alongside Brie Larson in the film, was asked about the online hate the actress faced during that period. Jackson, who was not only Larson's co-star, but also her close friend, confidently assured everyone that she was tough enough to handle anything thrown her way. Describing Larson as a stronger person than people give her credit for. Jackson emphasized that not even the nastiest fans could destroy her. Number 6. Robert Downey Jr. Sexism is still a major problem in Hollywood, often creeping up in the most unexpected ways.
was like, how come you get like the really interesting like existential question and I get the like rabbit food question?
Case in point, this 2012 London press conference for the Marvel film The Avengers. During the session, a reporter took the microphone and directed questions at co-stars Robert Downey Jr. and Scarlett Johansson. While Downey was asked a thought-provoking question about his character's emotional progression, Johansson was hit with one regarding dieting.
Did you have anything special to do in terms of the diet? Like you have to eat some specific food or that sort of thing?
In response, Downey playfully highlighted the absurdity of the statement and gave Johansson the space to tackle the query herself.
If I've learned anything, it's that people are much more interested in your second question to Scarlett than any answer I can give.
In an apparent gesture of solidarity, he even reached over and held her. Number 5, Mila Kunis. Justin Timberlake skyrocketed to fame as a member of the boy band NSYNC, and later as a solo pop sensation. However, in the late 2000s, Timberlake put a hold on his music career and transitioned into movies, starring opposite Mila Kunis in the 2011 rom-com Friends with Benefits. During a promotional event in Russia, a reporter quizzed Timberlake about his shift to acting. Kunis, who was born in Ukraine and speaks fluent Russian, did not take kindly to the question, and swiftly shut it down with style. Her takedown of the reporter was noteworthy, not only because it was impressive to hear Kunis effortlessly switch languages, but it also left Timberlake looking like a deer in headlights. Number 4, Benedict Wong.
It was just so heartwarming to have DMs and emails and stuff of people just saying how, with me on the screen, they felt represented and that it just meant the world to them. And it was just like, it would make me cry.
The 2022 Marvel flick Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduced America Chavez, a teenage superhero played by relative newcomer Sochi Gomez. Before its release, the film sparked some controversy when Saudi Arabia decided not to screen it due to America being a lesbian character with 2 mums. When asked about this, Gomez was thrilled that Disney refused to cut out the LGBTQIA+ references.
I opened a portal with the powers I can't control and sent them to a random, probably deadly universe with no way to escape.
Listen, if your moms are anything like their daughter, they survived. I'm sure you'll meet them again someday.
She went on to acknowledge the potential hate this could bring her way, but found a champion in co-star Benedict Wong. Wong didn't hesitate to slam the trolls, stressing how unfair it was to target a young actor who was simply doing her job.
For someone who's 14 and so young with that amount of pressure on her shoulders, she was incredible at what she done.
Besides Saudi Arabia, the film was also banned in Kuwait, Qatar, and Egypt.
Number 3, Benedict Cumberbatch. Speaking of Doctor Strange, 2 years before he first donned the red cloak, Benedict Cumberbatch portrayed famed mathematician Alan Turing in The Imitation Game. In September 2014, he and co-star Keira Knightley attended the Toronto International Film Festival to promote the film.
It should be seen as a celebration of what he achieved as well as what he endured and the injustice he was subjected to.
While both actors were being prepped for an interview, the journalist made a snide remark about Knightley's appearance. Without even missing a beat, Cumberbatch jumped to her defence, chiding the unseen reporter for his not-so-nice comment.
You look a little worn out.
That's not a nice thing to say to one of the
It's
people
not
on
your
the
face.
planet.
It's more like
the whole spirit of just being
I just think it's
This wasn't the first time Cumberbatch had stood up for Knightley. According to the actress, he once jokingly punched a journalist in the arm for calling her acting skills into question.
I am going to play.
I suddenly went, am I doing that on my own? Just checking.
No, I wouldn't allow that.
Thanks, cheers.
Number 2, Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz and Drew Barrymore go way back, having both starred in Charlie's Angels and its sequel.
Guys, we're finally gonna meet Charlie. Do I look okay?
Diaz was even the maid of honour at Barrymore's wedding in 2012. So when a radio host bad-mouthed Barrymore, Diaz didn't take it lightly. In 2014, while promoting her film Sex Tape on Australia's The Carl and Jackie O Show, the hosts mentioned that Diaz's on-screen child looked like a young Barrymore.
I'm going too. Mommy packed me 2 kinds of sandwiches, jelly and peanut butter.
Oh, yes, honey.
Wow.
Bye, honey. Good luck with your game.
Good luck at work.
Diaz agreed, but when co-host Carl Sandilands made an offhanded reference to Barrymore's troubled childhood, which put Diaz off. She fired back with a sarcastic dig at Sandilands' own personal life. Despite attempts to get back on track, Diaz was done. She cut the call shortly after, ending the interview on an awkward note.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Robin Williams.
Were you afraid of taking that role and being like typecast and people forever saying, are you or are you not? Is he, honey? I don't know.
Girl, you changed just in the middle of that sentence.
The 1996 comedy The Birdcage featured Robin Williams and Nathan Lane as a gay couple living it up in South Beach, Florida. At the time, Lane hadn't come out publicly and wasn't keen on discussing his sexuality with the media. When both actors appeared on The Oprah Winfrey Show, he confided in Williams about his reluctance to talk about it. So when Oprah Winfrey veered the conversation towards Lane's personal life, Williams immediately jumped in and changed the topic, sparing Lane from having to answer.
I finally got a big part in a movie, and I didn't want to make it about my sexuality.
Although he doesn't believe Winfrey was intentionally trying to out him, Lane still felt protected by Williams, whom he fondly remembers as a beautiful, sensitive soul.
And was just the greatest person, such a beautiful, sensitive soul, and so kind and generous to me. And
which of these Hollywood stars earned your respect for their defensive skills? Let us know in the comments below.
When she disclosed it, she was just being Britney, and I loved her, but I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in the way that she lives her life in such truth.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.